This is your East Bay mid-year home sales report. Today we're going to look at the home sale market in 13 East Bay cities. Let's start with Richmond. The number of home sales went up by 12%. Last year, there were 314 home sales. This is condos, townhomes, and single-family homes. This year, the number went up to 352 homes sold. That's 38 more homes this year, an encouraging sign. The days on market also got better in Richmond. It was 33 days last year. This year, just 29 days to sell. Highest home sale in Richmond in the first 6 months of 2023 was $1,798,000. This year it was $2.5 million. The low sale is also up in Richmond from $120,000 last year to $150,000. Average sale price is also up from $674,000 to $706,000. Average list price went from $652,000 to $687,000. That's an increase of about 5%. The total volume of sales is also up. There were $211 million worth of sales in the first half of 2023. This year it was $248 million, an increase of 17%. And that is your Richmond report for the first half of 2024. Now let's look at Berkeley. In the first 6 months of 2023, there were 255 homes that sold. This year, in the same period, there were 288 homes that sold, an increase of 33 sales, or a 13% bump. Average days on market, same both years, 22 days to sell. The high sale eased in Berkeley from $4.8 million last year to $4.65 million this year. The low sale is up from $300,000 to $306,000, and the average sale price went from $1,523,000 to $1,574,000. That is a gain of $41,000 or a 3% increase. Average list price is also up by about $41,000. Last year it was $1,312,000 on average, and this year it was $1,354,000. The total volume of sales in Berkeley was $388 million last year. For the first 6 months of this year, the total sales volume is up to $453 million, an increase of $64 million. That's a 17% increase in the volume of sales. So as you see, the real estate market is very healthy in Berkeley. Now let's look at Oakland. In 2023, the first 6 months, there were 1,165 homes sold. This year, in the first 6 months, there were just 1,103 homes sold. So that's a drop of 62 homes, a decrease of about 5%. The average days on market is identical to what it was a year ago, 31 days. The high sale increased from $5 million last year to $6,350,000 this year. The low sale increased from $144,000 to $188,000. Now the average sale price is a little bit up from $1,012,000 last year to $1,033,000 this year. The average list price is also up from $921,000 to $936,000, up by about 2%. The total volume of sales is off by $40,000. Last year it was $1,179,000, and this year it's $1,139,000. So that's a drop of about 3%. And that is your Oakland home sale report for the first half of the year. Let's look at Piedmont. The home sale market in Piedmont for the first half of the year shows improvement. There were 44 sales in the first half of 2023. This year there were 51 sales, an increase of 16%. The average days on market in Piedmont is just the same as it was last year. It took 17 days on average to sell. The high sale dropped from last year from $7.5 million to $6.2 million. The low sale also decreased from $1.15 million last year to $785,000 this year. Average sale price is also down. Last year it was $2,948,000. This year it was $2,632,000. That's a decrease of over $300,000, an 11% drop. The average list price also went down from $2,704,000 last year to $2,307,000 this year. However, the total volume of sales in Piedmont is up. In the first half of last year, the total volume was $129 million. This year it's $134 million. So that's up by $5 million. And that is your real estate report for Piedmont for the first half of the year. Let's look at El Cerrito. In the first half of 2023, there were 88 home sales in El Cerrito. In the first half of 2024, there were 100 home sales. That's an increase of 14%. The average days on market got better in El Cerrito. Last year, it was 21 days. This year, it's 18 days. The high sale also improved from $2.2 million last year to $3.1 million. The low sale figure is also up from $515,000 to $587,000. The average sale price in El Cerrito is also up. Last year, it was $1,175,000. This year, it's $1,236,000, a 5% increase. The average list price, however, is slightly down. Last year, it was $1,051,000. This year, it's $1,029,000, a drop of just 2%. Total volume of sales increased in El Cerrito from $103 million last year to $123 million this year. And that is your mid-year report for El Cerrito. Now let's look at the home sale market in El Sobrante. Last year, there were 47 homes that sold. This year, 58 sold. Now we're talking about in the first half of both years. The average days on market in El Sobrante got dramatically better. Last year, the average days on market was 37 days. This year, 26 days. That's a 30% increase in speed of sale. The high sale, however, is slightly down in El Sobrante. Last year, it was $1,275,000. This year, it's $1,260,000, just a 1% decrease. The low sale has dropped slightly from $310,000 to $306,000. The average sale price is up by $4,000 from $716,000 last year to $720,000 this year. And the average list price in El Sobrante has dropped a little bit. Last year it was $701,000. This year it's $694,000. Last year, $33 million in sales. This year, $41 million in sales, an improvement of 24%. And that is your mid-year report for El Sobrante. Now what about Albany, California? How has the real estate market performed in the first 6 months of the year? Last year in Albany, there were 48 homes that sold. This year, there were 57 homes sold. That's an improvement of 19%. The average days on market got way worse, however. In 2023, it was 19 days. This year, it was 32 days. That's 68% worse than it was. The high sale, however, is up by $100,000. Last year was $2,425,000. This year it's $2,525,000. The low sale is up by $10,000 from $375,000 to $385,000. The average sale price decreased a bit. Last year it was $1,118,000. This year it's $1,067,000. That is a drop of 5%. The average list price also eased slightly from $934,000 to $931,000. Total sales, however, are up in Albany from $53 million to $60 million this year, an increase of 13%. And that's your mid-year home sale report for Albany. Now let's look at the home sale market in Kensington for the first half of the year. In 2023, first 6 months of the year, there were 35 homes that sold in Kensington. The first half of 2024, there were just 23 sales. That is a decrease of 34%. The average days on market was 16 days last year, 17 days this year. Not much of a change. High sale figure has dropped from $3.1 million last year to $2.6 million this year. The low sale figure, however, is up from $550,000 to $1 million. Now, the average sale price in Kensington has dropped from $1,584,000 to $1,528,000, a decrease of 4%. The average list price has eased by just $7,000 from $1,369,000 to $1,362,000. The total sales figures, however, for the first 6 months of the year are way down from last year. Last year was $55 million in sales. This year, just $35 million in sales. And that is your Kensington mid-year home sale report. Now let's have a mid-year report for the city of Hayward. In the first 6 months of 2023, there were 474 home sales in Hayward. This year, there were 435 sales. That's a drop of 39 home sales. The average days on market got faster, however, from 25 days to 21 days. The high sale figure is also up from last year. It was $2.675 million last year. This year, it's $3.5 million. The low sale is also up from $215,000 to $380,000. The average sale price is up by $92,000 from last year. It was $898,000 last year, and now it's $990,000. The average list price increased substantially from $874,000 last year to $9 $945,000 this year. That's a $71,000 jump. The total sales in Hayward increased from $425 million last year to $430 million this year. And that is your mid-year home sale report for Hayward, California. Looking now at Hercules, California, this is your mid-year home sale report. In the first half of 2023, 63 homes sold in Hercules. In the first half of 2024, the number was 88 sales. That's an increase of 40%. The average days on market got better. Last year it was 29 days. This year, 26 days. The high sale figure last year was $1,250,000. This year, the high sale increased to $1,482,000. That's a 19% increase. The low sale figure is just about the same. It was $340,000 last year, and it's $340,000 this year. Average sale price, curiously, is down from last year. It was $780,000, and now it's $730,000, a drop of $50,000. And the average list price is down also by about $60,000. Last year it was $767,000, and this year it's $706,000. The total sales in Hercules for the first 6 months of the year was $49 million last year. This year it's up to $64 million. That's an increase of $15 million, or a 31% increase in the total volume of sales. And that is your mid-year report for Hercules. Turning now to Orinda, California. This is your mid-year real estate review. In the first half of 2023, 97 homes sold in Orinda. In the first half of 2024, 100 homes sold, up by 3 sales. The average days on market, however, improved significantly from 24 days on average to 17 days. That's 18% faster to sell your home. The high sale figure in Orinda improved from $3,850,000 last year to $6,337,000 this year. The low sale figure dropped, however, from $515,000 to $465,000. The average sale price of a home in Orinda increased from $2,008,000 last year to $2,180,000 this year. That's an increase of 9%. The average list price also jumped from $1.9 million last year to $2.1 million this year. The total volume of sales in Orinda is up from $194 million last year to $218 million this year. And that is your mid-year Orinda home sale report. Moraga, California. This is your home sale report for the first half of 2024. Now, in the first half of 2023, there were 83 home sales in Moraga. That number dropped to 72 in the first half of this year. The average days on market improved from 17 days to 14 days. High sale figure dropped from $4 million to $2.8 million. The low sale figure increased from $410,000 to $448,000. The average sale price dropped from $1,738,000 last year to $1,696,000 this year. Now, that's a drop of $42,000. The average list price also decreased from $1,671,000 last year to $1,649,000 this year. Total sales volume is off by about $22 million. Last year it was $144 million. This year was $122 million. And that is your Moraga sales report for the first half of the year. Now let's look at Lafayette, California. In the first half of 2023, 125 homes sold in Lafayette. That number improved in the first half of this year to 140 sales. That's an increase of 12%. The average days on market got better. Last year it was 25 days. This year, 22 days. The high sale figure dropped from $12,450,000 to $6.5 million this year. The low sale figure improved from $705,000 to $750,000. Now the average sale price went from $2,230,000 last year to $2,311,000 this year. So the average sale price is actually up by $81,000, an improvement of 4%. The average list price is just about the same in Lafayette. Last year, the average list price was $2,230,000, and this year, the average list price is $2,229,000. The total sales volume, however, is up. The total volume of sales in Lafayette last year was $278 million for the first 6 months of the year. This year, it's $323 million. That's an improvement of $44 million, or a 16% improvement. That is your mid-year Lafayette home sale report. Now, what about all of these cities combined? We're talking Richmond, Berkeley, Oakland, Piedmont, Albany, El Cerrito, El Sobrante, Kensington, Hayward, Hercules, Orinda, Moraga, Lafayette. If you put all those numbers together and we compare the first half of this year to the first half of last year, we find that in 2023, there were 2,838 homes sold. This year was 2,867 homes sold. Just 29 more homes sold. about a 1% increase. The average days on market got a little bit better. It went from 28 days to 26 days. The high sale dropped from $12,450,000 to $6.5 million. The low sale improved from $120,000 to $150,000. The average sale price increased slightly from $1,144,000 to $1,184,000. It's about a 3% increase. The average list price is also up in those 13 cities from $1,064,000 to $1,090,000. The total volume of sales for those 13 cities has increased by about 5%. And that is your East Bay home sale report for the first half of the year. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.